Hello, Dr. Diana here. I am the owner of Pump with Purpose. I am a Doctor of Public Administration, a certified breastfeeding specialist, and a certified lactation counselor. I am here to talk with you about today the 240-minute rule and how to pump from birth. So the 240-minute rule is you are to pump every 3 hours for 30 minutes for the first 12 weeks with the right pump, flange, products, and schedule. But what does all of that mean? And I'm here to debunk all of that for you. If you follow me on my Instagram platform, you will know when I am seen anywhere, I am all about giving you all the gems, letting you know exactly what to do. So at first, the biggest thing that I want you to do is to figure out prenatally what you would like to do. I want you to develop a plan, either working with a professional or just thinking through it with yourself, your significant other, if there is a significant other present. But either way, developing a plan with your trusted source or sources that you can talk through what your goals are at birth and after. So what does that look like? Starting out, identifying at birth what you actually want to do. Having a plan A, B, and C would be, and D, honestly, is absolutely instrumental. The first plan is that figuring out what you want to do. What type of infant feeding journey would you like for you and your baby at birth? Does that look like nursing? Does that look like nursing and pumping? Does that look like formula feeding? Like whatever your goals are, is to actually know what they are so you can work with anyone and everyone that aligns with your goals. So for this video today will be all about how to pump from birth. So the first and foremost, the key is breast pump selection. Know that I offer, it's so many things that can be at play when you are choosing a breast pump that works for your body. What type of breast pump do you want? Do you want more of a primary pump, or do you want a smaller motor pump? Do you want a wearable pump? I am here to say, just depending on, you don't want to take chances with breast pump selection. If you have insurance, then of course you want to reach out to your insurance to find out what pumps are available. And maybe you want to have a couple of different pump options, but I always recommend a primary pump, is what I call a workhorse pump. It is one that is customizable, that allows you to go faster, slower, stronger, weaker, have different availability of settings, have different just options available for you on your pumping journey whenever that begins. Then the second key is to have the correct flange size. Please know that flange sizing is not created equal. It is an art and a science. The science is that your nipples are a certain size. The art is what size and type and product works best for you. A lot of factors are at play. What is your elasticity of your nipples? If you are using, I will say this, I'll give you some sauce. If you are using the size that comes in the box, then you have a problem. I will say that first and foremost. If you are using the size, I will say it again, that comes in the box, 24, 25, 28, 27, whatever is coming in the box, 9 times out of 10, it can be too big for your body, and you are forcing your body into larger sizes. So it's important to get a flange sizing that's based on your body. Know that your breasts, they can be different sizes. I say it to my clients all the time. They are sisters, they're not twins, and if they are twins, they are fraternal twins. So you really want to make sure that you are working with a professional that is able to size you based on your body. So that is a very important key. Then size is important, as well as the type of flange that works best for your body is important. Realizing that pumping is product based. It's device driven. So really making sure that you are using products that are best for your body, and being able to work with someone that has a plethora of products to really be able to understand what works best for you. But the biggest key is to make sure that your pump and flange, those are the first and the key top 2 things, pump and flange, are correct. Pump and flange, pump and flange. You can't have one without the other. I say it all the time. So you really want to make sure that you are in the right pump for you, as well as the right flange for you. Then there comes a plethora of products that you could need potentially. They could look like a manual pump. That could look like a silicone milk collector. That could look like the pumping bra. I do believe that pumping bra is the third most important thing for your journey, is the pumping bra. I'm not a huge fan of the bandos that go around. Sometimes it can cut off right up into the ducts. But again, it's all about personal preference and figuring out what works best for you. But I do believe that pumping bra and having an actual pumping bra. Please know that all pumping bras allow for nursing, but a lot of the nursing bras only do not allow for pumping. So really getting a pumping bra that allows you to nurse and or pump, because you never know what your journey can entail. I want you to have a plan. I want you to know what you want to do, but also be able to pivot if things change at birth. So pumping products could look like, if you have sore nipples, you want to have products for that. If you have get clogged ducts and engorgement, there are products for that. So just really making sure you have a comprehensive plan that include products, because when you actually have those things happen, you do not want to be waiting for getting the products to come in, or having to go search and scrounge through, stores to figure out and find those products that a lot of them are not actively sold in stores. So then the last part, in which I kind of hinted to at the beginning, is schedule. What does that look like? So schedule really depends on what you're planning to do from birth. This video is strictly talking about EP, which is exclusively pumping. That's the acronym, is EP at birth. What I recommend is what I've trademarked as the 240-minute rule. What that looks like is every 3 hours for 30 minutes for the first 12 weeks with the right pump, flange, products, and then that's the schedule. So as far as schedule, that can depend on what every 3 hours looks like. Don't pick every times that may not work well for you. That's why talking with someone, and then have some toddlers in the house or have some other children in the house, that schedule can vary. So making sure you're talking with someone that can help you to really understand, really realize what every 3 hours, and picking a plan that helps align with actual times that you can actually pump with. So that is very important as well for a schedule. And then bringing it all together, knowing and finding someone that can be a partner with you on your entire journey every step of the way. But you really want to make sure that you have the right pump, flange, products, and schedule if you are pumping at birth. You want to make sure that any of your care team understands, any trusted sources, significant others, family members understand that pumping is a part of your journey, especially if you're going to pump from birth. You're going to have to be very bold in those hospitals if needed, if their care team is not really a support or advocate for pumping. You really want to make sure that you are telling them what your goals are, staying strong to those goals, and really making sure that you are staying on schedule, you are getting up to pump, you are washing your parts, you are making sure that things are staying cleaned each and every time. Or having extra parts as well if you are not able to clean each and every time. Especially my NICU families, I'm not going to pretend that every single child, there are children, including my own, that had to go to the NICU at my first at birth. And so making sure you're understanding what that looks like, being separated immediately at birth, being able to pump as you need to. So EP can look like by choice or by force, like your other plans don't go as planned, or it can actually be a choice regardless. And you can choose the pump from birth. Pumping is long-term, pumping is sustainable, and pumping is viable, sustainable, long-term solution. I've been pumping well over 3 years. I provided both my infant and my toddler with breast milk for over 3 years because of pumping is possible. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. So I just want to encourage you. I know my platform stands for pumping. People can infant feed in a way that works best for them. I support pumping, I support nursing, I support formula feeding, and figuring out what your journey looks like. But as far as care, making sure that people understand what is best for you and making sure it aligns with what your goals are when you are working with someone that can help you to formulate your plan. I strictly focus on pumping and helping the pumping community reach its goals. Either that's exclusively pumping or adding pumping to your nursing or formula feeding journeys. But I want to encourage you this day, to anyone that's watching this today, to write down what your plan looks like and then work towards finding people in your circle on your care team that can help you with those plans. So this is just my really a way. It's not, the only way by any means, but this is a way to help you to be able to pump from birth. So I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you learned something today, and I hope and I wish you all the best on your journeys going forward. So this is Dr. Diana here, signing off from Pump with Purpose. Bye.